Hello, brothers, Tiny Footnote brothers and sisters. Today I was perusing one of my favorite commentaries by one Frederick F. Bruce from the early 90s in the Niknit, the Epistle to the Hebrews. His introduction to Melchizedek on page 157, if you want to follow along at home. I came across a sentence that I felt compelled to share. Bruce writes, according to that narrative, which belongs as archaeological evidence indicates to the Middle Bronze Age, Chedorlaomer, an Elamite king with 3 allied rulers, raided Transjordan and the Negev, defeated the city-states of the Circuit of Jordan, Sodom and her neighbors, and carried off a large number of captives, including Lot, Abram's nephew. When news of this came to Abraham at Mamre, near Hebron, he armed his own retainers, enlisted the aid of his neighbors, and set off in pursuit of the invaders. He armed his own retainers, enlisted the aid of his neighbors, and set off in pursuit of the invaders. He armed his own retainers, enlisted the aid of his neighbors, and set off in pursuit of invaders. He armed his own retainers, enlisted the aid of his neighbors, and set off in pursuit of invaders. He armed his own retainers, enlisted the aid of neighbors, set off in pursuit of invaders. He armed his own retainers, enlisted the aid of his neighbors, and set off in pursuit of invaders. I'm not entirely sure what it has to do with the communicative intention of the text at this point in Hebrews, but when F.F. Bruce provides a raw description of the historical referent in this instance, it just really pops. Listen, I don't know if he was trying to wow me with his wordplay, but he did. If I ever start to feel like a complainer, I think I'm just going to put that sentence on retainer. I mean, that paragraph starts talking about the Bronze Age, and then he starts dropping bars. Gold bars. Bruce is on the loose! So in the final analysis, there are some things that Bruce says well in this paragraph, but it's very clear that there are things that Bruce doesn't say in this paragraph. And it makes you wonder, could Bruce have said those things well? We'll actually never know because he doesn't say them in this paragraph. So both in terms of rhetoric and in content, he says some things and he includes content that is both positive, but he also omits content that we have to wonder, would that have been good content? Would it have been value? Would it have contributed? We'll never know because he doesn't cite me or my friends in this paragraph. He cites some sources, but he doesn't cite other sources. So we will never know what those sources he could have cited are. So this is my summative erudite assessment of this paragraph. I just want to make a couple quick clarifications just in case this catches a virus on Bookface or Snapgram. I don't want to come across as arrogant, and B, I don't want to come across as a fanboy, so we can take these chiastically. B, F.F. Bruce, I love F.F. Bruce, and if you say one negative word about him, we will burn Utica to the ground. And then I thought about this a long time, and there's just absolutely no way that I'm wrong about what I've said. So I mean, but don't take my word for it. Read it for yourself with an open mind, and an open Bible, and an open heart, and an open sarsaparilla, and an open NICNT volume on Hebrews. I think you'll come to the right conclusion that I was correct in my assessment. So I just wanted to make those clarifying comments.
You can't stop me!